Now it's time to hear what has been discussed in the breakout sessions. So I will invite the moderators to the stage, and then they will share. And I will then pass the microphone to you. Please feel free to ask questions. Please feel free to share your opinions. It's really an open discussion. So we will take as much as we can from these sessions. So over to Magali and Taner. Thank you.
Thank you, Yildiz. Hello, everyone. Okay, so it's the slot after lunch, so please stay with me, okay? We're going to give you some key highlights of the brainstorming that we had this morning, the breakout sessions, about loyalty partnerships. Okay, so the feedback and the conclusion. First of all, in terms of methodology, I would like to thank all our guests, TAP, Royal Jordanian, Rander, Velocity, everyone, because everyone's had a... Thank you. Us, too. Yes. Just to make sure that, just to say thank you so much for the participation. We had great discussions, and we've got good margin for improvements, that's for sure. We've got also great ideas, and at least everyone was actually agreed at the end, so that's a good thing. How did we do it? We asked our guests, basically, what are the pain points that they're facing in partnerships processes in their daily life, at work, obviously. How can we make their life easier, okay? For their partnerships, and obviously, if we could just get some of their ideas, that'd be great. So, we looked at we got 8 different key points that we would like to highlight, and we split them between air partnerships and non-air partnerships. So, Tana is going to speak to you about air partnerships.
Okay, thank you, Magali. So I will start with the air partnership part. So we have 4 main topics about the pain points and the opportunities about the air partnerships. First one is billing reconciliation challenges, was a big topic. And second, the difficulty in implementing new air partners and rejected claims and fraud prevention. And fourth one, the inaccurate error message. So our discussions were around mainly these 4 topics. So we can skip the first one. For billing reconciliation challenges, mainly we talked about the reconciliation issues related to code share and FFP partner airlines is extremely time consuming when there's an issue. And at the end of each month, for example, personnel might require several days to finalize the process. And Akkurd billing process is critical for the success of the partnerships. And closing the billing process remains tough. And for the second one, we can skip. And difficulty in implementing new partners. In here, the main topic was implementing new air partners is complex and time consuming. This was a feedback coming from all airlines almost. And a more efficient plug-in, plug-out solution is expected to reduce the, it will be beneficial, with minimal reliance on Amadeus actually, because everyone is, I think, dreaming about a system which requires the less
input from Amadeus.
Less involvement from money, yes. And enhancing self-onboarding capabilities is also essential to simplify and expedite the integration of new partners. And the next topic is rejected claims and fraud prevention. Many people mentioned significant issues with rejected claims, which pose a fraud risk also for accrual and retro claims. Authentication processes can be improved. And also various file formats is a problem for many airlines. And simplifying the onboarding testing process is something required. And the last part is inaccurate error message. Inaccurate error messages and missing accrual handback files. It results in excessive additional work for the airlines. And a better monitoring is expected by LPMS. And consistency and accessibility in LPMS is also expected. And for example, like cases processed full passenger list, but still leading to rejected retros. This kind of issues are expected to be solved. So that's all from air partnerships. For non-air partnerships, Magali.
So for the non-air partnerships, we've got 4 key highlights also. I'm going to start with the onboarding challenges, onboarding partnerships challenges, managing the member benefits, real-time redemptions, or real-time anything, to be fair, and data exchange issues and expectations. So onboarding challenges. Someone actually started their sentence with, "I have a dream." And I thought, okay, me too. I have a division. So basically, wouldn't it be great to live in a world whereby you can plug in, plug out partners as you wish? If you're too small, or if you're too small, an airline, for instance, or a smaller entity, wouldn't it be great to be able to plug in your system and to have access suddenly to an array of different types of partners? You don't need to go and use a different FFP from another airline and pay them. You can actually build your own ecosystem based on what your supplier has already built. Sometimes the larger partners, they're quite resistant to adopt their own file formats, may I say. So that's quite difficult when you really want to be able to exchange data and to have the right data in order to support your decision-making process. And obviously, what would it be to get up in the morning and to have this kind of management system? As we said, you just put everything, you've got a new partner if you want, you just put everything into the computer. I call it a computer, but it's a system, you know, technical stuff. And then everything that is about partnership setup and partnership management. So you've got the contractual side, you've got the commercial side, but you also have the rules setup side. You also have the ability to do the data, to do some kind of data analysis that you want in order, for instance, to be able to understand your ROI on one campaign, or even to demonstrate the return on investment that your partner gets thanks to the partnerships with you. Next. Managing members' benefits. So that's when we get, obviously, you've got 2 entities and you try to recognize your high-valued members, top tier. How can we effectively manage and identify the top-tier members from one program to another one? Especially here, what comes into play is really the real-time processing. We need to be able to simplify all the systems so the benefits can be actually allocated to the right people at the right time, and in order to improve the satisfaction, partners and members, everyone. Next, Anna, thank you. Again, real-time. Real-time is really, always comes back. Real-time redemption. So we all know, at this point, I had a dream at one point, is we all know how difficult it is sometimes to set up redemption partners. And, you know, I mean, redemption, obviously for an airline, we pay for the redemptions. I'm talking about third-party redemptions for the moment. And it is still crucial to be able to have redemption partners. How long does it take to negotiate a redemption contract with a small hotel compared to a big contract with a co-branded credit card? And you still need to give time, a lot of time to set up the redemption setup. So the redemption setup. So the current lack of real-time redemption capabilities frustrates everyone and members, obviously. At the end of the day, what we came up with is, you know, you've got, at the end of the day, miles is the currency. So it would need, that's what we were talking with Charles, is, you know, you just put your credit card, not even your loyalty card, and you've got a number of miles. Do you want miles or do you want money, to pay with miles or money? And bim, this is what you wanted, Charles, isn't it? For next week, if I remember well, for next week. Okay, so next one, please, Tana. So data exchange issues. So I know that our colleagues have done an amazing brainstorming, I've heard, about data. But for us also, just from a partnership perspective, being able to get a data exchange between the different loyalty program with a data that is accurate, that is, again, real time, is absolutely crucial, especially if you take, you know, airlines is one thing, alliances are another thing, but when you take airlines and hotels, or even other third parties partners, this is where sometimes you just don't get the right data. This is where sometimes data goes missing. You want to have one piece of data, the car rental companies doesn't have it, or just doesn't want to share it, because that's another story about willing of sharing data. Issues of random missing items in files, so that's quite technical stuff. Yeah, that Tanner has explained to me. But actually, no, I understand, and this is Bianca who actually explained that to me. Sometimes the files come in, and it gets stuck. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And because there's nothing that says to the other files coming, please jump over the stuck one, so then get processed, well, we get all the files backlogged, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait. Is that correct, Bianca? So this is something that needs to be looked into, that we want to look into, of course. And once again, performance, faster, reliable file processing is needed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Short, but sweet. I think that just I wanted to, sorry Tanner, I promised I would shut up, but I just wanted once again to thank everyone, and also what was great for me is to see that partners we have, and partners we will need. And partners is really, they are really some of the core of our FFPs, of our loyalty programs even. And this is how you satisfy your members if they don't fly, you know, the different types of recognition, even if you don't fly all the time, but you fly just once, and that you've accrued all your points on your co-branded credit card, you will fly once, but you want to give this person once a year a good experience. And you want to recognize this person, even if it's just once a year. So this is why partnerships are very important, and this is why I'm very passionate about it. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is what we're going to sort out.
Okay, Tanner already knows. He already knows.
I would ask Francois to be on stage.
Yes.
I'm joking.
No, but Francois was, thank you. Francois was also with us, so he came with us, so...
No, that's fine, that's fine.
No, actually, we do have a lot of problem when it comes to defining a new partner, or the exchange file between partners. And what is really frustrating for us airline is that there is no real monitoring from your side.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it, but every time there is a backlog, we wait and we wait. Sometimes files are missing, they are never processed, the partner is complaining, and there is always, okay, issue solved. But what was solved? We need answers. We need real answers from you guys to understand what is the problem. And we need solution. For example, we are part of an alliance. So it's only plug and play with the alliance. Why do I need to test every time, every single new partners? It's the same file format that we are using for all our partners, the same link that we are using. It's a never-ending process, and this is becoming really unacceptable for us as airlines. For MEA, I'm saying for MEA, I don't know for other airlines. But really, we need a solution for this. And sometimes we have missing transactions from the files, and we don't understand why. So really, this issue about partnership, whether airline or non-air, it should be looked at in the small, the tiniest details. And I think Taner knows about the issue of this check PFL. In the new system, it is not integrated with the rejected
module, and it has to be in the same process. It's two different entities. So you have to find a solution for this. Otherwise, it will be very hard for us to work.
No, I understand that, and sorry, just one thing. I understand it more since this morning, because I've been hearing, to be fair, the same thing, so it's consistent. But from a business perspective, I understand absolutely that it is becoming absolutely difficult, because I guess that you must have problems with getting paid, billing, if you can't have it. Yeah, I guess.
Absolutely.
So I understand that it's a big problem. This is why I'm going to let Francois resolving the problem.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks for raising it, and actually, indeed, I participated to the first session of partnership. So we hear that it's an area of concern. And the way I see the thing, actually, there will be two steps. I mean, indeed, today it's seen a bit as a pain point, and there are a number of things that we can do to improve the situation. Let's say in a short term. So part of it is about monitoring, and we started to implement some alerting and monitoring around LPMS that now we have to deploy to a number of you. Some of it, as you mentioned, is also about the governance and the process. Whenever we want to implement a new partner, how do we test or not test, etc. So some of it is around processes, and also some improvement we can bring in the existing components. But it's also as well partnership, in my views, an area with a lot of potential and lot of opportunities for the future. I mean, it's a key element for your business. You all say that. I mean, we developed the program thanks to our partners, and we can see that now we have new technologies coming in that enables to change a bit the way and the model in which we operate. I mean, today, clearly, when you have a new partner, it's about, okay, Amadeus, can you please do the integration and help me have this CP, this CR, etc. It's a bit painful. But now with the kind of technology that we start deploying in Amadeus, I mean, we will soon be in a place where actually, whenever you have a new partner, that won't be Amadeus doing this integration, but you will either do it yourself, or you will use your local integrator or the companies that you know well, and you work with them, and they will come and develop in Amadeus to make those partners. So it's a bit more futuristic, and we are not there yet, but clearly that's directions where we're going, so that one day, whenever you have a new partner, no more Amadeus in the picture.
Is it a short term, medium term, or long term? Because we need to know.
Yeah, I'd say mid-term. I mean, we're already taking some steps in these directions. Okay, so we are not yet there in a situation where you can already start and come and develop inside Amadeus, but this will come.
Thank you.
This will come. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will take a bit of this on myself as well. I mean, of course, we know this. I mean, there are also two things that we have to assess. There is customers that are on our current crane, and customers that are on the new crane. I don't want to give you another assist. We have on the crane. I mean, I know that you have done some workshop with the PM team to start assessing how to migrate. I think this is the most important thing to do. And in the meantime, what we have to do, Taner, with Felice, with the maintenance team, to find a way, especially for you, how we can assess better the process, right? Because probably these things can go wrong, but if we assess the process, we monitor the process, we make things more monitored, probably we can manage the transition. In the meantime, there is, and this is Velocity, where they are working with us to make this module, which is critical. And it's critical, if I may say, not necessarily for all the partners, but if it goes wrong to the wrong partners, it makes it big deal, no? Because out of 200 partners, probably just few, they may see this as a big issue, but this is where things should not go wrong. So I think step one, full support, full acknowledge of where we are on this. I mean, no one is hiding, of course. Second, migration to the new solution, because the old one, it's complex for us to keep maintaining. On the new solution, we have worked with Velocity, and the 2 other airlines that I don't mention because they're not here. Yeah, they're not here. Exactly on this, but where we really want to go, and we have started this discussion with Veloz, but we are open to discuss with more, and this was a bit the purpose of this. What is the unlocked potential? I mean, are we really sure that the partner's opportunity is behind an Excel? Or there is much, much more? Of course, the Excel, and I'm simplifying, should work. But here what we want to understand, and that's what we want to open as a stream with the product team, with the Philips team, what else we can do. And in the retailing world, I mean, airlines, and you are all airlines, you know what does it mean to reconciliate fare against, the interlining. It's huge complex. So, and then what we are questioning what we are asking ourselves is that, but if Altea and soon Nevio can manage interchange between 2 airlines, I don't know, namely American Airlines, 1,000 aircraft, and BA, 3,000 aircraft, Qatar, I don't know. I mean, are we really sure that we cannot do something better also for the partners, where basically the partners will become, I mean the loyalty partners, not necessarily only partner of the program. The partner of the program will become the acquisition partners channel, but can this become something more strategic for the entire airlines organization? This is what we want to answer as well. That said, as I said in several forums, we have to make sure that we do the job, the basic
let
correct?
us start by the basics, and then we go to the complex.
This is
Solve the basics first.
But I have been in this industry since 30 years. This year I do 31 here in September. Yeah, okay? I was born here. This industry keeps saying fix the basic. If we keep insisting always to work on fixing the basic, we remain in fixing the basic. I think to this industry, and Amadeus, we feel this responsibility to bring the industry a bit ahead. We have to also have a bit of ambition, because I can tell you, when I started I don't remember, 31 years ago, make the calculation, I was doing manual ticket. Many of you does not even know that we had a period with manual ticket. And there you had name of passenger, date of departure, date of issue, form of payment, where to, how many customers to get, the data. After 30 years, we are still here discussing how do we personalize, how do we send an email. So I think, and this is one of the mission that Amadeus is giving to ourselves, we have to also to move this industry a bit beyond. And we see the industry retailing transformation as one unique opportunity for this industry to go next. Otherwise, we have to wait 30 more years if we want to do something new. Because unfortunately, guys, this is the industry. And you are all, my dream is that I want to finish my career in Amadeus to deliver a better customer experience to our travelers. Because when you go on Amazon, it's always wow. When you go to an hotel, it's always wow. When you buy a ticket, you start to say, let's get ready. Cannot be like this. One of the most beautiful moments of the life of the humanity. Traveling is something that's a bit where we are. So this is where we want to have what we call in Amadeus the dual speed approach. Make the basic, make things right. Also, let's move a bit next. And with your help, I mean, we will, if you're okay, we will organize some session directly.
We always are here to help you, because after all, we are using the system. Why did we choose Amadeus? Because we need to have the best. But if you do not deliver to us what you have promised.
Delivery Francois.
Francois will be delivered.
We are the pitch. Okay, sorry. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I think let's give applause, huh? Okay.